Hi, it's Jana, the Queen of Eliminating Chaos, and today we're talking about are the goalposts always moving? And what does that mean? It's like, do you feel the rules or criteria for success can be changed at any time? Even after an agreement has been reached, are the rules changing? And it makes it really difficult for you to achieve your objectives and be successful. And I think for high achieving individuals, this can be extremely frustrating, and they're probably going to quit on you if this is something that's a culture that's happening all the time. I can remember when my dad stopped working for a company and opened his own company. It's because the owner kept changing the compensation schedule, so he was just chasing all the time. When I was preparing for this video, I was talking to a friend, and they said the same thing about their dad. They stopped selling for Xerox and moved to Apple because Xerox kept changing the compensation schedule all the time. So, I've said it before, I believe employees fundamentally want to do the right thing. They're going to work for you to achieve your objectives. But if the goalposts are always moving, they're going to get frustrated and probably quit. And so several years ago, I encountered a situation like this, and I was working in the project management office and a leader, and they kept changing the program objectives over and over again. And the result was, missed deadlines, missed financial targets. We had high turnover because employees were frustrated. And those are bad enough, but even on a bigger scale, because of the nature of the program, it created risks for the company brand and reputation. There was operational risk and eventually, revenue risk if all of those came through. And so what happened? Fortunately, in that scenario, the leader was removed from that program and somebody else was put in place. And, this happens, right? Right person in wrong position, and they weren't in the right position to drive those objectives, and the goalposts just kept moving. When the goalposts stopped moving, people aligned, they developed trust, morale increased. Now we started hitting objectives, so now you started hitting your deadlines, your financial targets, and we reduced risk to the company significantly around brand, reputation, operational, and financial risk. So it's really important to look at your organization, and you might have the wrong person in the right position, and if those goalposts are moving, then your employees are going to be dissatisfied, and your high achieving employees, they're going to go and work for somebody else.